In ancient times, 10 suns appeared in the sky at once, causing the crops to wither and people to live in hardship. The heroic archer Yi saw the suffering of the people and drew his divine bow to bravely shoot down 9 of the suns, leaving one to rise and set according to time, beneficial to all living things. However, the Emperor, Dejun, harboring resentment against Li for the loss of his 9 sons, stripped Yi and his wife, Chang'e, of their divine powers, turning them into mortals. Unhappy with this, Chang'e often conflicted with Yi, who could only go out hunting every day to relieve his sorrows. During his wanderings, Yi encountered the beautiful Luo River goddess, Fufei, who is also known as LuoShen. LuoShen was a famous beauty of the time, praised by many poets, her grace likened to soaring swans and her beauty to glowing dragons. When Yi met LuoShen, she and other fairies were playing by the Luo River, some picking feathers from kingfishers in the woods, and others holding pearls found in deep ponds. While all other goddesses enjoyed the bright autumn day, LuoShen stood alone with a slight sadness on her face. Her sorrow was like a thin cloud in the night sky passing over a bright crescent moon. Yi immediately fell in love with her. LuoShen was the wife of the river god Herbo. Once, she was drowned in the Luo River by the river god, who had been attracted by her beauty and wanted to trap her forever. Legend has it that the river god was originally a handsome and refined young man who became the river god after drowning in the river. He often enjoyed driving a water chariot made of lotus leaves, commanding dragons, and playing with other goddesses between the 9 rivers. The river god Herbo was not only a womanizer but also extremely evil. In ancient times, the floods of the Yellow River were difficult to control. The rulers would every year collect wealth from the people to celebrate the river god's pleasure. Witches would visit households to select suitable girls to become brides for river god, paying a small amount to hire them. The girl would be kept in a temporary purification palace by the river, fed with meat and wine. About 10 days later, on the wedding day, the innocent girl would be dressed up, and her family would be forced to perform rituals for her by the river. Then she would be placed on a flower bed and thrown into the river. Initially, the flower bed would float, but gradually, it would sink. The music on the shore and the screams in the water intertwined as the helpless girl slept forever at the bottom of the river. Therefore, people with daughters would flee far away, fearing the witches would take them to be river god's brides. Being the wife of such an evil river god, LuoShen undoubtedly lived in immense pain. However, her meeting with Yi brought them comfort and love. But this secret was soon discovered by river god's messengers. The river god, fearing Yi, the hero who had once shot down the suns, didn't dare to appear openly and patrolled the river as a white dragon, causing huge waves and flooding the innocent people. Yi was furious at his evil acts and shot an arrow into the dragon's left eye. Injured, the river god Herbo fled to the heavenly emperor Dejun to complain. However, the all-knowing emperor, aware of all these events, had no sympathy for this disgraceful water god and reprimanded him. The river god, having no recourse, vented his anger on his wife LuoShen. LuoShen felt guilty towards her husband who had lost an eye and, despite loving Yi deeply, broke the ties with him, returning to her tragic marriage.